It is ready.
Hey cuties! So today I'm going to be doing a video all about my hair and questions that you guys have about products and color and everything like that will be answered, or try to answer that right now. I'm gonna jump right into the products I use to maintain first, and I'll do like little questions about the hair after. So I recently switched to a new line of products that I am in love with, but I do kind of go back and forth between my old ones and the new one that I'm loving. So I'm gonna show you guys the old products that I'm loving first, and then transition into the new ones and why I switched. First up, Joico. OMG, I love Joico. More specifically, the K-Pack collection. So what I have here is the Joico K-Pack shampoo, the Joico K-Pack conditioner, and then the Joico K-Pack Intense Hydrator, which is my favorite out of the line. So basically shampoo, conditioner, and then a hydrator to hydrate your end. And the final thing I used was this AG Color Care Sterling Silver Shampoo. I've shown this tons on my channel. This is what I love. This one is actually emptied up now, but it is a blue shampoo or a purple shampoo if you can see there. And this will basically just like help to remove the brassiness in your hair as much as possible. It depends on how long you leave it in for, so on and so forth. But this is what I use to maintain the color. What I have recently started loving and switching to are very similar items, and that is Naissant. Oh my gosh, my mom used to use this a lot like a few years back, and she loved Naissant products, and they're made directly for blonde hair. Like they put out these lines and help blondes be blondes and have fun and be girly girls. So I love having a product that's specifically for blonde hair and targeted for blonde hair. No, you do not need to be blonde to use these. They'll still work on hair. They'll just benefit and flourish under having blonde hair. So these two products here, they're also like really cute and like travel size, so you don't have to take like huge bottles with you as in comparison like this. It's a good way to like try out. Now these are in, it looks like Spanish. A lot of it is in Spanish, but there are English on here as well. So the shampoo, this one takes into place my Joico shampoo and my AG shampoo together, because this is just a regular shampoo and this is a blue shampoo, and this one here is just all in one, a toning blue shampoo that I have used. I would say I've used this 3 times just to get the feel of it, and I love it. My hairdresser asked me what I've been using because my hair is so soft. It stayed toned, and I didn't come into the hairdresser looking as brassy. So this is those two things together that I've always loved, and it's amazing. Grab some out like that. So this is the shampoo. So this is why it is targeted and helping more for blondes and blonde hair. This will not turn your hair blue when you put it on unless you leave it on for a really long amount of time. I have done that before. I was like, you know what? My hair is really brassy. I like really brassy, so I'm just gonna leave this on for like an hour. If your hair really is that brassy, you need to go to the hairdresser, or if you can do it yourself, I'm just gonna like put this back on cute, and get that toned out professionally, because this can only do so much. This will just like help pull out that brass rather than like completely tone your hair from like orange or gold or something. So if you do leave this on for a long amount of time, you will get ashiness, gray, or even blue tinge to your hair. That is cute. I've had that look before and I love it. I think it's adorable, but I like just like the subtle now. I love a more white blonde than a blue blonde. That is why I love toning shampoos, because you can play around with it and like really make your hair like an ashy gray toned, or maybe have it still like a little bit of gold tones. You can play around with this so much. Naissant is amazing, you guys. I just recently tried it. Okay, so now the treatment by Naissant also takes in place my conditioner, my AG, my intense hydrator. So this takes up 3 products and puts it into one, and this is a toning treatment conditioner. Toning treatment conditioner. Oh, so it is a blue conditioner. It makes your hair soft. So I use this to tone my hair for the shampoo, to like get it all toned up great, and to wash the hair. This I will use to soften the hair, as well as to give it that kind of final touch glow of beautifulness. So these Naissant products I have been absolutely loving. The link will be down below for you guys to check these out, and you can maybe you guys can see like a change in my hair, and it becomes more like not so dull blonde, but it's like shiny and pow, and I love it so much. By the way, how I achieved this hair today, I just used the Nume wand thing that I used before. Super easy. Okay, styling products. I use a protein spray. This is by Label M. I am almost out of this. I have like this much left, but this is by Label M. Your hair, when you wash it, when you dry it, when you comb it, when you straighten it, blow, anything like that, you lose a lot of proteins in your hair, which is quite natural, but this will give you back the proteins in your hair to make it even more shiny and manageable. My heat protection spray is also by Label M. I really love Label M because of the packaging and the product, and it doesn't like get sticky or oily or anything like that. It's just flawless. It sprays perfectly. I've never had a problem with it, and this does protect my hair from the heat. Other little products, the hairspray that I use is the Finesse Keratin Protein. This is the best hairspray that I've ever used, hands down, in the history of anything. And the product that I have said years ago was my absolute favorite in the entire world is argan oil. And this, I don't have too much left. It is up to here, if you can see that. This saved my hair a few years ago. I really damaged my hair with chlorine, weather changes, stress, a horrible blow dryer that was like really bad for my hair. My hair was all split ends. It was like splitting up here, frizzies, flyaways. It was damaging my girls. And this repaired it, argan oil. And this was $8.99 at Sally's Beauty Supply, and it's lasted me ever since then because you need a pea-sized drop. If you can't find that near you, or if that does not work for you, Naissant also has one as well. I was so excited when they sent these to me because they are amazing and they're lifesavers. So this is Naissant Argan Oil, and this is great because you can control how much comes out with this pump here. If you're wanting an argan oil that's a lot more product, I would definitely go with Naissant because it is easy to control. You can just quickly pick it up online and it just gets shipped right to you. You can just be a blonde and sit at home. Wait for it, you know. I really focus it on the ends of my hair and kind of just like massage it in. I love this, and it smells so good. Like, I love the way argan oil smells. So those are all the products. Now let's go into a little bit more detail. How often do I get my hair done? I go to the hairdresser about every 4.5 weeks. I started going every 4 weeks, and it seemed like it was too much. Like, I didn't have much rootage at the time, and it just was like too quick. So then I tried every 5 weeks. Every 5 weeks was a little bit too long. My roots were getting a little bit too haggard. So now I go every 4.5, and that really works for me. How often do you get a haircut? I get a haircut every second time I go to the hairdresser. Every 9-ish weeks, that's when I get a haircut, and when we do, we just take off split ends if there are any. So really, I don't ever have split ends. When she goes to cut off my hair, we will just take off literally like this much. Anything that's just looking a little dead or dull or maybe not blending in properly. I rarely have split ends, and I do have great hair for it being blonde. Like, it's very bouncy and soft, and it doesn't get tangles that easily. It's not damaged. I don't have split ends, but if I do, they'll just be like clipped right off every 9-ish weeks. What is your haircut called? I don't have a name for it, and I don't like pick it out of a book or anything like that. I basically used to have like side swept bangs, and then I would keep them short, and then the rest of my hair was in long layers. Now it is quite different. It's all basically become one length now, and it's all cut at a nice even cut. I can't show you right now because my hair is curled, but it is pretty straight across. It's gorgeous, and I love it so much. What color does your hairdresser tone your hair? I asked my hairdresser, but it is sort of a secret. You do not want to give out your information when you are an artist. And also a big other thing, what works for me may not work for another person. Just like all these products here, if it works for me, it may not work for you. I've had people recommend things to me and it sucked, and they work awesome for another person. So that is another thing, like my blonde and what she tones my blonde to, or my hair to, or whatever, may not work for another person because we all have different hair. But what she did tell me is what I can tell you guys. The bleach itself is called the 30-minute lightener. And the toner, she tones with an ash and violet together. That's all she says that I can really like let you guys know about, which is completely respectable because if you're an artist, you don't want to give out your secrets on your work. How often do you wash your hair? People can get kind of grossed out when they hear this answer, but once a week or twice a week. You do not want to wash your hair every single day if you're trying to grow your hair, if you have long hair, blonde hair especially. You want to leave the natural oils come about and soak into your hair to massage your hair and to remain healthy. That is how I have such healthy hair. There are ways to kind of control the grease, or if it's looking greasy or dirty, ponytails, buns, curling it, braiding it, putting a hat on, having a lazy day. Like, there's so many ways to combat the grease, but it is super healthy to go as long as you can without washing your hair before it looks like absolutely gross. But that is how I have maintained healthy hair for this long, and it's amazing. Like, you touch it, you can just run your fingers through it, it's nice and soft. What's your favorite thing about being blonde? My favorite thing is playing around with all the different tones and shades and styles that you can do with blonde hair, because one day I could be like platinum, the next I could choose a more ashy, violet, blue, gray, gold, yellow. Like, there's so many like shades, and if you go like a tinge brighter, your hair can look a whole lot different. So I just love playing around with it and just trying out different looks and styles, and that's about it. Those are my most asked questions and my most used and loved products. Again, links for specific things will be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some help from it, because it has been highly requested about everything about my blonde hair, so I hope that does answer it. If not, you can definitely tweet me questions at PiinkSparkles on Twitter, and I would be happy to answer them. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay blonde. And if you're not blonde, I still love you. Stay brunette, stay redhead, stay greenhead, whatever you are. I love you. You should love your hair anyway. Bye.